All right, so I did my little introduction video first, and now this is kind of video one. So this is my first video in the Positive Thoughts, Positive Choices series that I hope to continue, but who knows if it will, right? So let's talk today about the death of our parents. So, I took the death of my dad hard. And then I feel like as though the death of my mom was a lot harder. Not because I loved one more than the other, but it could have been for a variety of reasons. My mom went through a long sickness. So did my dad. He had Alzheimer's, dementia for a while. But my mom kind of got sick. We thought she was not going to make it, then bounced back, and then went through a whole series of things. So it was difficult. I'm lucky I had my kids through that and family in Ireland that really kind of would listen to me and, help a lot, to be honest. I mean, they came here a lot and helped. But anyway, the point of this is like losing your parents. So after I lost my mom, I had no more parents. And it's a weird feeling. You almost feel like you're an orphan. And I know I was 51 when I lost my mom 3 years ago. But it really does feel like, wow, there's no one above me anymore. There's no one looking out for me in that way. And it's a strange feeling. And I'm definitely still not over it, but I feel like as though you do your best to just kind of keep going. And, probably I didn't deal with a lot of stuff. I mean, there's tons of stuff I just kind of left at my mom's house, and my daughter lives there. And it's just kind of like, I didn't deal with it, and I'm going to have to deal with that at some point. But the main point of this video is saying, where are your parents? Your parents are gone, right? They passed away, but where are they? And then I know this is obvious, and I'm sure it's been said a million times, but I remember one day looking in the mirror and thinking, oh my God, like my parents are here, right? Like these are my parents. My parents are me. So, it's a cool feeling to realize, holy geez, like my dad and my mom, they made me, just like your parents made you, whoever they were, made you. And they are in you, their blood, their genes, their everything. And even, it doesn't matter if you're adopted, maybe you're adopted or you're raised by someone else. I mean, it's still those thoughts, those feelings that they gave you, that's in you, whether it's blood or brain or in you, however. I mean, you're carrying on their tradition, their life. You're carrying on their life. And when I look at my own kids, I see it even more. Like, oh my God, the parents who loved me and took care of me and I loved them, like they are alive in my kids. I mean, with me, they're all me, right? Like I'm only my parents. But even if you look at my daughters and sons, I mean, they're half my parents. It's pretty cool. Like you kind of don't think of it that way, that you think they're half you and your wife or whatever, but it's really half your parents, half your wife's parents. So, I don't know, it's just kind of a nice thing to think of when you feel kind of down and you can't see your family, your parents anymore. Just realize they are in you. And that has led me to try to lead a better life. I don't know if that's, I do actually would love to get back more into like religion. And, I haven't gone to church seriously since I'm 14. I'm almost waiting for someone to ask me to go. I know it sounds crazy, but I almost want someone to like say, hey, do you want to come to church with me? And I probably would go, because I feel like that would be something to honor my mom. My dad didn't go to church, but my mom did. And, that'd be a way to honor her. But honestly, I think about my dad. He was such a good dad. He was selfless. He did, anything for my mom and me. And I feel like that's one way that I can improve is being less selfish with my time. Being an only child, I feel like I always had to like deal with things and then have alone time. But that's just me. I guess you have to kind of like do what's best for you and what would you call that? Replenishing, so you could do more the next day. But I don't know. But the point is of this video, as I ramble and ramble and ramble, is that your parents are in you, whether it's biological parents, whether it's adoptive parents, whether it's anyone else that raised you, they're in you. You are your parents.